I am very pissed with how my life goes at the moment. I'm gonna try to do this a week or maybe 2 weeks till the next video. I gotta start somewhere. We have the 11th of March. It is 4 o'clock 23. I have been on my phone and mostly on Instagram for 4 hours and 40 minutes. I edited a lot of my video. I really gotta get that done. So today is like the regular day. I did a really good morning routine. I started working and then something happens. I don't know. I usually have a really good morning and then it just goes downwards. I think I just needed a break from editing because it was frustrating, and instead of doing something different, I just went on my phone. It's stupid. It is stupid. Renee is gonna be home in an hour. I still want to edit a little bit, but I also want to do some different things. I think when Renee comes home, we're probably gonna go for a walk. Maybe the start has to be really bad so the end can be really good. I don't know. I'm just gonna eat now and we'll see. Oh shit! Okay, today is the second day. Today is Thursday. Today is the day of my new video. I already did a really good morning routine. I think that worked really good. We're having lunch now in the park and I'm a bit stressed at the moment because I was supposed to meet with Renee around 12 here in the park, and I was so convinced that I get the subtitles corrected by that time of the video, and I didn't, and that pissed me off and I had to run to the train station. That is just annoying. But I haven't been on my phone too much. I have not been on Instagram. That is good because Renee put in a lock screen. And I think for the updates, that's it. My plan right now is to read here in the park and then go back home, finish the video and like post it for you. That's it for now. Okay, a little update. I'm super tired, Renee, and I have been full run today. I did my 7 kilometers today after a whole day of chaos for YouTube. But I was thinking maybe I can catch 2 birds or whatever in one. I don't know the saying, but I always fear to put on stickers somewhere because they're always so nice and everything what I could do with them would not be worth them, if you know what I mean. But I want to unlearn that. But I also think it would be a really good idea when I have had a good day to put a little sticker in my calendar. That's how I'm gonna check if the day was good or not. And I keep you posted and updated about everything. That's the end of the day. Bye bye, good night. Okay, today is actually the 14th. Yesterday was half of the day was really good. I had a really good morning routine. I was doing my stuff. I was watching a lot of educational YouTube videos, partially about the language of flowers. And then I had my singing lessons and I forgot, because I'm stupid, I was going to the park to have lunch with Renee, and from that to my singing lessons it took me almost an hour because we have the fires in Valencia at the moment, and I completely forgot that this is like affecting everything. It was my last lesson, so we did 1.5 hours, and I'm very sad that I'm not doing lessons anymore, but maybe soon again. And then the whole way home was so stressful that I actually was like done for the day. That's why I didn't do a video. But my screen time was really good because I was just like in total 3 hours on my phone and not Instagram. I was on Pinterest for 40 minutes, partially because I was bored. I was also like picking up my phone a lot to get on Instagram, mostly because I was bored, but I used Instagram mostly for like recipe ideas, and then I got distracted. So that's why the time is so long. But I think in total this is a win. But like I said, today is the 14th, not the 13th. We had the shower after I had my 10K, but it's actually definitely the win of the day. And we're gonna go out and experience this city. Little update. Yesterday I didn't learn Spanish and I didn't do job applications. That's something I want to do today. But what I did yesterday was I finished the day off by sorting all my pictures and stuff. And today we spent 99% of the time like cleaning the kitchen and the bathroom of the apartment with our other roommates. And now it's actually livable. And currently I'm baking cupcakes. And my plan is to get an overlook about everything I wanted to film today and do my content calendar. So yeah. Okay, so it's a new update. Today I have been actually pretty productive. I did my morning routine and then I went for a run. I was aiming for 5 kilometers, but because it was the first time that I was out in the midday sun and it was way too hot, I just did 4.5. And I met with Renee afterwards for lunch, and when I came back home I was getting ready, trying to look nice and cute because I wanted to watch the fireworks and went with a friend. But when we came back, our sink in the apartment has been completely clogged, nothing works. So I was like working on that actually. I worked as a little bit as a maintenance guy. And now since then I am watching YouTube videos. I spent a lot of time on my phone because I was actually like super tired. My plan for today is that I edit a little bit. I'm gonna try to learn a little bit of like color grading and color adjustments, because to be honest, like those wheels and those waves, I don't get anything about that. By that time Renee's probably gonna be back home and needs a room for himself, so that will be the time where I go grocery shopping. This week I hopefully gonna do a lot of really good things for food. I'm gonna show you definitely because I have some really nice ideas. And I think then afterwards, so Renee and I, but also a few roommates, we're just gonna go around and then try to experience a little bit like the statues that are all around the city. So yeah, I'm probably gonna put in some pictures and videos, so enjoy the view and we're gonna see each other tomorrow. So we have the 17th. I think it is Tuesday. I am in the park currently. I wanted to have like lunch, but Renee and I just have a knife, so that is not possible to have lunch right now, but that's fine. I was enjoying the sun. Renee has to go back to work now, and my plan is probably going to the beach and enjoy the sun a little bit more, especially because today I woke up and had like immense period cramps and also like a headache. But I really enjoyed yesterday. We've been around the city the whole night. Yeah, I think that is for today. I have been on my phone because I was procrastinating and tired, and I also have been watching YouTube videos, but I watched long-term YouTube videos. Okay, Renee's sleeping, so I can't be too loud, but I just have a quick addition regarding like making progress. I was editing a video and usually I cannot stop. I really like when I started, I just do just one more thing and just one more thing and just one more thing. But today I told myself like I stop at 22, and I actually did like stopped a few minutes even before that. And I know that sounds like crazy, that this is like a win, so that's just a little edit before you just get the overview of the day. Okay, so today is the 18th. I didn't do my morning routine completely because it is the first day of my period. That's why I feel like completely knocked out for most of the day. And instead of taking the time and like watching like a good long-term video, I spent most of the morning like being on my phone. But after a while I felt a little bit better, and I actually have been like low-key productive after that. I baked a cake, I did like little snack balls, and I prepared the food for tonight because I'm pretty sure that I gotta have like an energy drop later. So today is Whimsical Wednesday. I actually tried to like dress a little bit nicer even though I didn't feel like it, and I tried to enjoy that little bit of sun that is out at the moment. I am again at the park having lunch with Renee. That I think that is at the moment sometimes even the only reason why I want to get out. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do today, but I want to like watch for my energy and for how I'm feeling and just like adjust to that. Okay, so after lunch, Renee and I had a little like mini photo shoot. I took some very nice pictures of Renee. I'm very proud of them. Afterwards, I tried to see the fireworks from our rooftop, and I found the perfect position to see nothing, but we heard everything and it was still fun. And afterwards, I finished the snack balls and the cake, and I forgot to add that the headline for today's Whimsical Wednesday is A Dark Path of Human Existence, and I hope you liked the pictures and videos I took. Okay, I'm a bit drained, but the update for today is that I have been editing and I'm pretty proud of what I already have. And I also have a good list of like B-rolls that are missing, but that's fine. When Renee came back home, we went to the park. He was jogging and I was just like sitting on a bench doing riddles because I didn't really have the energy for today. Renee's showering at the moment. I'm probably gonna finish editing for today. And then I have to gather my energy because tonight is La Nuit des Focs. So it's gonna be like a really big firework that Renee is like excited for like since a few days, and I'm really tired, but I really want to grant him that wish. So that is definitely gonna be the rest of what I'm doing tonight. Okay, so today is the 19th. My energy level is at an absolute low, but I still want to film today to give you an update. We finished off the night yesterday by watching the firework, even though I was like super tired. There was also a tree that burned that actually took the attention away a lot from the firework itself, what was actually a little bit funny. Of course, the fire got taken down pretty quickly, but we came home pretty late, so I woke up like super tired this morning, and I feel like today everything that I'm doing feels like twice as hard. So that's why I just basically did my morning routine, and Renee and I have just been like walking around the block. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the reason why I have been on my phone recently so much, and I think one of the main reasons is that I have a really big problem with like transitions, because it is really hard for me to transition from my morning routine into the daily things I have to do. I personally have no idea why that is. I just know that it is. Anytime I don't want to do the next step, I just want to go on my phone. But also I need a routine. I really need a structure. It just annoys me every time I have to stick to the structure. So that's just a realization I had and I wanted to share with you. I also wanted to talk a little bit about a few adjustments I did within the last week. I did a lot on Notion. That's what you're going to see in the next video, where I'm just going to do a run through an overview of my Notion at the moment, how it has been before and how it's been now. But what I mainly want to talk about is two little adjustments I did. I started tracking my food, where I initially feared that it would maybe go in the other direction, but I have been, since I started with it, I have been going really good with it. I think it, for me personally, it is really good to like actually reach the minimum of like kilocalories I need per day. So I think that has been a really good adjustment. And also Renee and I, usually when we eat in the bed, and we started eating at the kitchen table. That is just a very small adjustment, but it had a big impact on how we eat and how I feel after eating, because I don't have this like energy drop afterwards so harshly where I cannot do anything else and I just want to lean back and sleep. I have to write applications and I want to learn Spanish. Like, I know that there are like a lot of games and websites where you can playfully learn Spanish. So I'm gonna try out a few of them, and then I'm gonna edit and prepare a little bit of the things I want to do for other videos. And I think that is the actual plan for today, not the initial plan where I just wanted to go to sleep and do nothing. Apparently I didn't film today, and I didn't notice. I spent 99% of the day making the part of that I already filmed really good. Like, I did all the details and stuff, so I don't have to work through all of this until next Wednesday. So that section is already finished. The only break we had is that during Renee's lunch break, we did a stroll through the city and also bought an orchid that you apparently can buy on Too Good To Go. That was weird, but cool. And now we're gonna finish off the day with a delicious sweet and one savory snack plate. We're gonna watch the new season of Love is Blind, because it is supposed to be trash. Not just watching Love is Blind, we're drinking every time someone is a red flag. Renee is already crashing out because the guy looks like a finance bro, and he said that is a red flag.
He's working in finance. That's a red flag.
He saw the guy and he was like, okay, I drink. Being a finance bro is a red flag already. Oh, and I forgot to tell you about yesterday. We have been going out to watch the fire parade, and we saw almost nothing of it. I feel like I saw the whole fires a little bit, but that's fine. And then afterwards, we had a little short break, and then we went up to the rooftop and watched the crema, the burning of the statues. Very epic, was very nice, and I really enjoyed it. And I think that's it. Okay, while editing, I noticed that I completely forgot to do like the update for a whole day. So I think this is day 11. I just edited a lot and prepared for another video. And then in the evening, Renee and I picked up a car because tomorrow, from your perspective, Renee is running a half marathon and I was running a 10K. We just picked up a car to drive there because it was in Elche. And afterwards, we just celebrated the birthday of one of our roommates. And that was basically it. I just want to say this is why I have trust issues. Renee booked us a car and we want to pick it up. And he was doing the navigation. We gotta get the, like, this is the way we have to go. I was asking him if he wants to kidnap me because this is how it looks here. I think he wants to kidnap me. Good morning. It is 4:55. We're on our way to the car because today is the big run. I'm not even that tired, to be honest. I'm just scared that we come too late, and also I'm a little bit scared that I want to do it on time, but that's fine.
The only fear I have right now is not getting there.
Oh, we get there. We get there. Okay, so we're in Elche now. I have like my stuff. I got a really cool t-shirt and I got my number and I'm very proud, but it still doesn't feel like I'm like running today. Okay, news update. We're on the line already. We wait, like we warm up now and then we wait till it's starting. I'm still scared that like something is happening, but I don't know. What's your past run, like, I don't know.
Ich bin der Matti und heute wird richtig ein reingedaubelt.
We finished the run and we now are in a different city, close to the beach, and just getting some food, having lunch, and then maybe go to the beach or maybe go back home, decide, like, depending on how we're feeling at the moment. Okay, another update. I don't have words. Like, look at this. Look at this. I will not say anything. This is just beautiful. I don't really know what to say. I'm just grateful. Today is day 13 and it's the day after the half marathon and the 10K. I think we both are pretty happy with the times that we had. I'm so grateful and happy and thankful and everything. I'm proud of myself that I did that. I don't know if I will ever do it again, but I showed myself that I can do it if I want to. I got my first medal. We just finished off the day by like watching Love is Blind and eating cake. My knees hurt, of course. I also got a little bit sick because I poured water over me and it didn't fully dry, so I was like sitting in like a wet t-shirt most of the day actually. And I still have my period, so like today is not my best energy day. I am editing the video at the moment. I'm sometimes watching YouTube videos, something for the background. And I think that is actually it for today. I hope you have a great day. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. It is day 14. Today and yesterday have been like very shitty days and it's pissing me off a lot. Nothing had fully worked. We went to bed like pretty late because of all the frustration of the day. I went on my phone and I've been on my phone till probably around like 3:30. What has been way too long. I woke up with a headache and the same is going on today too and it's just pissing me off. I prepared the reel for the 10K today and I was finished with it. Then I decided I want to go to the beach, and the problem is my bus card is not filled up, so I wanted to like recharge it with my bank card, and then they didn't accept my bank card. Then I walked around the city and I just decided like I'm just gonna sit a little bit in the sun and then go back home. I made progress over the last 2 weeks and I'm very proud of them and I'm very happy and grateful and thankful, and I was feeling very good most of the time even though I was tired. And I wanted to like end this video with like, oh, today I did everything perfect and everything's nice. That's just how life goes, I guess, and I don't like that. About the day, I finished off the day by basically I just took down my mattress and I was laying in the sun the whole day. That was actually it, and I'm pretty proud about that. And now I want to take the last few minutes of this video with you to reflect my learnings from this week. The first thing I was writing down is nothing is gonna change in 2 weeks that much, unfortunately. And I think it is important to me to remind myself I did a really good start. Those are the very first important steps, but I will not move mountains in 2 weeks. The second one is that I definitely need more compassion for myself. One of the reasons, for example, why I'm on my phone so much is that I don't want to think about or don't want to feel the feeling I have when I did a mistake. I think I need way more nothing time, because I have a really big problem with like being alone with my thoughts to process things that are happening, the good and the bad. And therefore my next point is like I definitely need more analog time. I need more outside time. I think that was really good for me, especially the lunches I had with Renee in the park. I think that was a really good idea. The next point I have is most of the 2 weeks I didn't even do my evening routine like perfectly, and then I was like beating myself up for it, and I think I need a worst case plan where it's like, oh, I spent the whole evening like going around seeing the fires. That's fine, that's cool. And then like those are the 3 things you need to do to have a good morning. And something I have to like teach myself more and more is that I will go to the grounds if I don't stop building my self-worth on my productivity. But that leads me to the question, what is a good day? I usually tend to say, oh, it was a good day when I did a lot of good productive things. And I still have to find out from my values, my happiness, what a good day is. Also, something I had to remind myself of is that I'm already doing really good. I already have a lot of reasons to be proud of myself. I am laughing more, I'm smiling more, and I think that is a really good progress. And something I have to do, and it's something I want to do, is like find something different that I can think about and hyper focus on. It's called the like red balloon theory. So instead of telling yourself like, don't think pink elephant, don't think pink elephant, don't think pink elephant, you tell yourself, think red balloon, think red balloon, think red balloon. That is something I need to do more, because at the moment my red balloon is definitely YouTube and it's helping a lot, but I need more. A concept I was already creating is like a dopamine menu. So I have a lot of really good things written down, but I'm not looking too much at that. That is maybe something we're going to talk about a little bit more in the next video, in the Notion video. But I just want to summarize this by saying like I have a lot of really good ideas and have so many good resources, and I'm not using them at the moment. And I think that is a mission for me for the next weeks. The second thing is actually a recommendation or philosophy of my brother, my little brother, because I was asking him when he was coming back from his world trip, like, what did you learn? And he was like, to be honest, Olivia, like nothing lasts. And it is a reminder to value and be grateful about the good things that you have at the moment, because they're not lasting. But also, if something is really shit, it's gonna end. And that is a good thing. And you just have to wait. It's getting late now. I just want to say thank you for staying for that long. I hope you have some takeaways, maybe something you learned for yourself, maybe something you want to try for yourself and not. That's cool. I'm still happy that you did that with me. I just gonna finish off the day with a good shower. Renee's making nice burgers at the moment, and then we're maybe gonna have a stroll through the city. And I'm gonna finish the video, and I'm gonna see you in 2 weeks. Thank you very much. Bye bye.